Today I'll demonstrate an Agentic AI loan underwriting solution. This solution automatically verifies loan applications by checking policy rules, bureau data, FI reports, banking behavior, and exposure limits using AI agents and automated workflows. Instead of manual credit underwriting, the system performs automated eligibility checks and generates structured approval insights. In traditional loan underwriting, credit teams manually collect credit assessment memo documents, review field investigation reports, check bureau score, validate loan amount and tenor, verify residence and office stability, calculate ABB versus EMI, review banking credits, check exposure limits. This process is time-consuming, error-prone, dependent on manual judgment, difficult to scale. Spread across multiple systems, underwriters must switch between CAM documents, bureau reports, bank statements, policy PDFs, FI verification reports, internal databases. This slows down loan approval decisions. The SimplAI loan. Underwriting agent takes client name as input and automatically performs CAM document extraction, loan parameter validation, bureau analysis, FI report verification, banking behavior analysis, exposure policy checks, identity verification, policy rule evaluation, risk decision summary. All checks are executed by AI agents in a structured workflow. So let's see how it works. This tool runs all agents and tools in the workflow using existing client data. Let's say we take the client name and run this tool. While this is executing in the background, the system is processing all the data that is present, all the documents, and all the email data. It is presenting and validating this information with each other, performing more than 50 checks and providing a detailed loan underwriting report. As you can see, the execution has completed. We can either download this data, the output report, or view the output here itself. You can see the checks that it verifies and the combined result. What is the ABB data? Was the EMI data checked to see whether the ABB versus EMI is greater than 1? If so, it is passed. What is the age of the user? Has the plan been provided? What is the applicant name, applicant number, and branch location? Was the case approved over mail or not? So all the mail approval status, who has approved that? And what is their designation for approving this loan? What are the different cities? What is the contract number? What is the EMI they have? Are there any EMI bounces? What is the maximum loan amount that can be provided? What is the threshold and what is the minimum amount? What is the product type, sanction date, and all related details? So all the checks can be validated inside this. We can either run this as a bulk run as well. Let us show you. You can even see the monitoring aspect of it, where each run is visible. It can take the data from different files, or it can query the data from the internal database. In this case, it is getting the data from CAM, from this source, and from office reports. We can even validate this. You can see the data extracted in a structured format. Multiple tools can run inside it. We can validate each input and output, see the formatting, and all related details. We can see where the latency is higher. This setup gives us good visibility and traceability for checking what is happening in the background. Let's look at how it works. As we can see, this is a very complex process where over 50 steps are connected to each other. At every step, we can control whether it's a model call, the response format, or any guardrails we want to provide. We can set timeouts, add retries, or handle errors as needed. We have full control to make the process more production ready. We can also manage the versioning, for example, by publishing a new version. There is a run history available, so we can see each execution, the results, the latency, and all related metrics. Deployment options are flexible. We can deploy this specific version as an MCP, as an API, or as a webhook. We can also evaluate test datasets by creating test cases and running the evaluation using AI. Evaluation can be done using past executions or future conversations. When the agent runs, it will automatically perform the evaluation. For example, if we want to evaluate the current execution, we can do a data relevance check. We can name the evaluation and choose which version we want to check, whether it's the latest version or a published version. Let's select the latest one and, for this example, choose the top 3 traces. What we want is an LLM to act as a judge. Let's say the evaluation is called LLM check. We check whether the report follows the loan underwriting standards or not. We can fill this in with AI, so AI will create all the evaluation parameters for us. It selects all the necessary parameters. We can also change the evaluation patterns if needed. Now, let's save and test this out. The evaluation process has started. We can see that the first report is scored as relevant. The second one is also marked as relevant, and we can see the reasons for this. The system provides a description, and we can view the data on top of it as well. This framework gives us a good and easy-to-use evaluation process. This solution provides faster loan underwriting, reduced manual effort, consistent policy enforcement, lower credit risk, scalable decisioning, improved auditability, real-time approval insights. Credit decisions that took 30 to 45 minutes can now be completed in seconds. Traditional AI generates text. No structured decision logic, no policy enforcement. Agentic AI plans underwriting workflow, uses multiple data sources, applies business rules, performs structured reasoning, produces auditable outputs. This makes it suitable for credit risk decisioning. In summary, this solution demonstrates how agentic AI can transform loan underwriting. By combining document extraction, policy checks, and risk analysis, organizations can automate credit decisions with accuracy and speed.